Welcome to Beaded Doilies by Shell. In this video, I am going to be starting a series for my Teeny-Tiny Doilies. The goal is to give you step-by-step instructions so that you can create beautiful pieces. Here I have begun a set for my daughter. I have a beaded doily scarf and a set of earrings. I plan to add to this set a anklet, as she prefers anklets to bracelets. Now, what I'm going to show you in this video is information about patterns, discuss the stitch, go over beads and accessories, and then talk about string and cutters for your string. So we will start with the patterns. I have my Teeny-Tiny Doilies available for free on Pinterest. I will be including the link in the description. There you will find my smallest doily size, along with my larger Teeny-Tiny Doily size, and also my egg shape doilies. All these are available on Pinterest, and there are many different designs to choose from. I also have available my multicolored collection, which this one I used to create my first beaded doily scarf. It includes, let's see, didn't put the number of 14 designs. Each call for 5 colors, and there's 30 beads per design. Now for the stitch, I use a 1 needle stitch called the hexagon angle weave, and there are 2 things you want to remember. The first is that each circle in your doily, each circle, will have 6 beads, but of course there are exceptions. For example, here I only used 1 bead to connect the doilies to each other. So in this circle there's actually only 4 beads. So when you connect doilies or accessories, like here, you'll see it looks like 3 beads, but if you count the clasp as a bead, that is 4 beads in that circle. And then on my Teeny-Tiny egg doilies, to give them the egg shape, there are 3 spots where there are only 5 beads in the circle. So those are the 2 exceptions to the 6 beads per circle. The second is that when you go through your 6 beads, the first bead that you go through, you want to make sure you go through a second time. Now that I will show you more in detail when we actually start stitching some pieces together. Now for beads, you can use almost any beads, and I recommend that you check out my video, Beaded Doilies, the Basics, and it'll give you more information about the bead exceptions. But here you can see this one is actually the teardrop beads, and I did this just for the fun of it. It wouldn't make a large piece unless you put maybe some small beads in between. You give them a little more space, but I thought that was fun. And then here are some flower-shaped beads, and these are disc-shaped beads. So as you can see, just about any type of bead will work. but there are some exceptions, so I do recommend that you watch my other video. Now, beads that I have used, of course, are my crystal beads. I have made ones with crystal, my facet beads, and glass, and also plastic. And I have made even napkin rings and other things using these same. These ones here are all from egg-shaped doilies. I have also used the Delicas and the size 8 seed beads. As you saw with my daughter's collection, these are made with the Delica beads. And then my first beaded doily scarf here is with the size 8 seed beads, and this was my second one. And here you can see I started off creating them side by side, but then I started making them sort of diagonal from each other, and I actually like that better. That's the style I used for my daughter's set. Now with string, for the 4mm plastic, I prefer monofilament fishing line. See, there we go. For the 8O seed beads, I use 15-pound spider wire, which is a microfilament fishing line. The monofilament is more like plastic. The microfilament is more like thread. Kind of get it. There we go. And then with the Delica beads, I also use spider wire, but I used 8-pound because the beads are much, much smaller. In the next video, I am planning to go over possible projects so that you can get an idea what you want to create as you're going through the videos. And I will give you some tips about accessories and other things depending on what project you would like to make. I hope to see you there.